So the second presentation today is from Teal Finance. They're a group of researchers from France, and they've built transparency tools for your crypto. Very good thing to have. So this is Jean-Yves Damer, who you need to unmute, and also Barbara. And yeah, he's raising his hand. Once you're unmuted, we will get going. There you go, Jean-Yves, over to you.
Okay, can you hear me?
Can indeed, go for it.
Okay, give me 2 seconds. Okay, so bonjour everyone. We are Teal Finance, and we want to present our product Transparency, which is a tool to improve transparency in the DeFi space and help users mitigate and navigate risk. Which risk, you may be asking, since we are entering a bull run and what we can call a DeFi spring. We focus on 2 of them. The first one will be the solvency issues. So we want to be sure that tokens are backed one-to-one. And the second one are liquidation that we know all too well since the last couple of days. So we want to avoid those kind of snowball effects. So to do that, we, a team of researcher and engineer, made Transparency to interact and explore many blockchain and DeFi protocols. So DeFi is made of bricks, and one important one is peg tokens. We know that the most important one of those peg tokens are Bitcoin and other chain. And the main issue is there to be sure that you have the token are backed one-to-one. So what you do is like first you check on the Bitcoin blockchain that you have the funds. Then you check on the other chain what is the supply there. Then you compare those two. If the reserve is below the supply, then you should raise an alert online on crypto Twitter on Reddit. Or you could also push that data on an Oracle system like Tellor so that a smart contract can use it and pause trading, for instance. The second issues are liquidation that are in the news. Usually what you have in those lending protocol and stablecoin is that you have liquidation and user just manage their own position with looking at their collateral and their debt. What they usually don't do, and that we usually don't see on explorers, are they don't take in account the position from the whole ecosystem, meaning there might be a price at which a lot of those positions will get liquidated, and then we know the snowball effect will kick in, and with the gas and etc. So what we want to do is compute that pain price, so aggregating over all the loans in one protocol, but in more protocols, then publish it on a website or push it again on Oracle, as explained earlier. So to see more detail, you can go on our GitHub repo, where we built in the Go language the tool to interact with those protocols and those blockchain. So what we produced was we made the code to have an audit of those peg token. We worked on the liquidations, and we also look at how to push those proof of audit on the Tellor Oracle platform. So our future work is to support more blockchains, so more chains and more protocols, more DeFi protocols. And also we have been collecting exchange off-chain data, so we will be interesting to mix those two and see what we can learn from it. Thank you for your attention, and we're happy to answer your questions.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Jean-Yves. Judges, any questions at all? Please, usual process, please raise your hand if you'd like to ask, or if you're already unmuted, please just go for it. Damer, can you please unmute Roderick? There we go.
Okay. How do you plan to productize this? I mean, it's obviously very useful, but for you guys as a company, I mean, what's your path to monetize or extract value?
The first step was to do hackathon and look at grants from protocols who will be interested in having that transparency. For instance, we started with the Keep network. That was a previous hackathon we did before we joined Encode, and they might be interesting to have more to be able to show those data to other users. And we also have been working on the side on the collecting exchange data. So that will be more interesting for traders, but mixing that with on-chain data will be, so we worked on an API so we can do a subscription where people can have those data and at the same time have a website where it's more open for everyone to use.
Awesome. Any other questions, judges? Good, Jean-Yves, thank you very much.
Thanks.
Thank you, presentation.